So if you're at all into film, over the course of the last week, I'm sure you've no doubt seen all of the hate towards this new War of the Worlds film starring Ice Cube. And honestly, I wasn't going to see this movie. I had no plans for it. I saw the trailer. It didn't look great. But then I've just seen nothing but just obscene hate for this film. It hit Rotten Tomatoes with a 0%. The score for the audience is pretty much at 0 as well. And in general, I've just been seeing so much talk, so many letterbox scores about how bad this film is. And so I just had to check it out. I had to see it. This film was created by Universal, released on Amazon Prime, and apparently was made during the pandemic and just now got a release. It stars Ice Cube, Eva Longoria, Clark Gregg, and some other recognizable faces in the mix. It's a screen life film similar to films like Unfriended or Searching, where everything takes place on a computer screen, and it's mostly all built through characters having conversations through like FaceTime or Skype and texting each other and using the internet to look things up. That's how everything's developed. And if you're familiar with War of the Worlds, whether it be the novel by H.G. Wells or the various adaptations we've gotten in movies like the one from the 50s or the Steven Spielberg film with Tom Cruise in the 2000s or the animated one or some of the mockbusters we've gotten in the mix, then you know that it's, big aliens that come, that big, tripod aliens. And so it kind of sets up for a cool, sci-fi action movie perhaps. But instead here you have a whole movie where you have this, surveillance analyst played by Ice Cube who's stuck in a government facility the entire time. And he's just on his computer trying to save the day, watching videos of this alien invasion on his computer, calling his kids, trying to find out how that he can help them throughout the entirety of the film. There's very egregiously obvious and not subtle in any way Amazon just plugs throughout the entirety of the film, including a character who is an Amazon delivery driver and at one point needs to use an Amazon drone to save the day by buying a USB on Amazon and using the drone to get it to Ice Cube right at the final moments to save the day, because for some reason Ice Cube doesn't have a USB drive anywhere in the government facility that he's in. This is a movie that for me is a palate resetter. I think every here and there is so much discourse around films that I think people don't give credit to. And when you see a movie like this, it reminds you how bad movies can be. Because this is a film that isn't just like, oh, I didn't like the story, or I wasn't crazy about this character or that storyline. This is a movie with terrible performances from everybody involved. Horrible editing, horrible ADR, horrible visuals, horrible sound, no plot whatsoever, just a messy story, and ultimately just doesn't care about the viewer. This movie was terrible.